I would like to invite the guests onto the dais before we start the program. So I would like to invite the guests, Mr. Dr. Ramana Garu, K. Venkatramana Garu, Principal, Polytechnic College. Shri Pavan Karthik Garu, Hotel Restaurant Association Vice President of Andhra Pradesh. Please take it, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Deputy Director, Training and Placement, Dr. Ramakrishna Garu. Please come on to the dais. And our honorable chief guest, the most enterprising, dynamic and very smart and intelligent person whom I have met in my life, Madam Nagarani Garu, IAS Officer, Commissioner, Technical Board, Director of Technical Education. Thank you very much, ma'am, for gracing this occasion. Now we have a prayer by Mrs. Priyadarshini, Leela Priyadarshini. Please.
Vande Vandaru Mandaramindu Bhushananandanam. Vande Vandaru Mandaramindu Bhushananandanam. Amandananda Sandoha Bandhuram Sindhuradhanam. Vande Vandaru Mandaramindu Bhushananandanam. Agajanana Padmarkam Gajanana Maharnisam Anekadantam Bhaktanam Ekadantam Upasmahe. Vande Vandaru Mandaramindu Bhushananandanam. Antarayati Miropashantaye Shantapavanam Chintya Vaibhavam Kannaram Mapushi Kunjaram Mukhe Manmahe Kimapi Tundiram Maha. Vande Vandaru Mandaramindu Bhushananandanam. Amandananda Sandoha Bandhuram Sindhuradhanam. Vande Vandaru Mandaramindu Bhushananandanam.
Madam, to light the lamp to start our program. I would request all the guests on the dais also to join, ma'am. Parthasarathi, please come. One of our past students, please come. He is Mr. Naidu, Executive Chef Dolphin. He was past alumni, and alumni. Yeah, correct. Yellow roses. ma'am. Now I request Mrs. Husna Nigar, who takes care of bakery department for us in the college, to give a bouquet to Mr. Pavan Karthik Garu, Vice President, HRAA. Thank you. Without whose cooperation and coordination, we wouldn't have been able to be very successful in this event. He was there behind our endeavor. I now request Priya to offer a bouquet to DTP, the Director of Placement and Training, Ramakrishna Garu. Thank you. Now I request Mahalakshmi to come and give the dynamic person behind this event. Without the support and the push, we could not have done this program. Without him, we could not have done it at all. That I can assure you that. He was the person who said, let's do it and let us go ahead and have an interaction with all the HRs. We should do something about our college. We should have a kind of publicity which is usually not there for government colleges. Publicity is not our this thing. So, but he said, sir said, no, we should do it. So here we are today having this august occasion. And
Commissioner of Technical Education, Nagarani Madam Garu, and DDTPO Dr. M.A. Ramakrishna Garu, and Vice President HREAP Pavan Karthik Garu, and my good friend Ravi Eshwarapu, CEO of Andhra University Incubation Center. He is kind enough to allot one place to outlet for our Vijaya products. Thank you, sir. So, యాక్చువల్గా ఇప్పుడు చాలా టైం అయింది. మెయిన్ ఈవెంట్ ఏంటంటే నాకు ఈ అవకాశం ఇచ్చిన మేడం గారికి ముందు కృతజ్ఞతలు. ఆల్రెడీ 3 months 70 days, దిస్ ఇస్ ద 70th డే ఫర్ మీ. ఓన్లీ 20 days ఆర్ లెఫ్ట్ ఫర్ మై దిస్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్. సో ఆ తర్వాత మన రవి గారు వస్తారు. ఈ 3 నెలల్లోనూ వీళ్ళు నాకు చాలా బాగా కోఆపరేట్ చేశారండి. ఎఫ్సిఐని కొద్ది పాపులర్ చేయడానికి, లేదా నాకు అలాగే మీడియా కూడా సహకరించింది. మై గుడ్ ఫ్రెండ్ సాక్షి వెంకట్రావు గారు, ప్లీజ్ మన ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్లు కానీ ఏమైనా మొత్తం అన్ని చేసి చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా నీట్లో చేయడానికి. మేడం గారు మన ఈవెంట్స్ అన్ని మ్యాక్సిమం కవర్ చేస్తున్నది మన ఎడ్యుకేషనల్ డెస్క్ అంతా ఆయనేనండి. సో థ్యాంక్ యూ. సో ముఖ్యంగా ఏంటంటే అతిథి దేవోభవ. ఫర్ ఎనీ హాస్పిటాలిటీ ఇండస్ట్రీ అతిథి దేవోభవ. ఫర్ ఫ్యామిలీ మాతృదేవోభవ, పితృదేవోభవ. ఫర్ ఎనీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్ ఆచార్య దేవోభవ. ఫర్ అవర్ హాస్పిటల్ ఇండస్ట్రీ అతిథి దేవోభవ. ఫర్ సచ్ ఎ గెస్ట్ ఐఎమ్ నమస్కారం టు ఆల్ ద గెస్ట్ హియర్. ఇటువంటి అవకాశాన్ని నాకు ఇచ్చిన మేడం గారు, మా ఎఫ్సిఐ స్టాఫ్, దీన్ని పాపులర్ చేయడం ఉద్దేశంతో ఇవన్నిటికీ సహకరించడానికి మేడం గారు మాకు చాలా ఇచ్చేస్తున్నారు. చాలా థ్యాంక్ యూ మేడం. సో ఇప్పుడు మేడం గారి డైరెక్షన్లో నేను వెళ్తున్నాను. ఈ క్రెడిట్ అంతా మేడం గారిదే. ఎందుకంటే ఒక దిశ నిర్దేశం ఉంటేనే దాని ప్రకారంగా మనం వెళ్తుంటాం. సో అందులో భాగంగా మేడం గారు చెప్పింది ఏంటంటే MOU చేసుకోమని. సో వెంటనే మా రవి ఈశ్వరపు ఫ్రెండ్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి ఇలా చేస్తే అక్కడ ఫుడ్ జోన్ కూడా మొత్తం 200 crores వస్తుంది. సో దాంట్లో కూడా భాగంగా మనం ఇప్పుడు చేసుకుంటున్నాం. అందులో లేటెస్ట్ టెక్నాలజీ, ఫుడ్ కాంపిటీషన్స్, ఈ సప్లై చైన్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఇవన్నీ. సో తర్వాత ఆయన కూడా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తారు. ఈజ్ ద రైట్ వర్డ్స్ ఫ్రమ్ రైట్ పర్సన్. సో రవి ఈశ్వరపు. సో అలాగే మనకి హోటల్ అసోసియేషన్ నుంచి కూడా పవన్ కార్తిక్ గారు, ప్రశాంత్ గారు చాలా కోఆపరేట్ చేశారు. సో వాళ్ళతో కూడా MOU చేసుకుంటాం. తర్వాత ఫెయిర్ఫీల్డ్ హోటల్ అండ్ ఎలిగెంట్ హోటల్ అండ్ వెల్కమ్ గ్రాండ్ బేతో కూడా MOU చేసుకుంటున్నాం మేడం. కొంతమందికి ఆఫర్స్ లెటర్స్ కూడా ఇక్కడ మీ సమక్షంలో ఇవ్వడం జరుగుతుంది. సో ఇటువంటి అవకాశాన్ని కలిగజేసిన మొత్తం మా డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ టెక్నికల్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్కి మేము ఇలా ఉన్నామంటే కావడం స్టూడెంట్స్ సంస్థ, ఆ సంస్థ ద్వారానే మేము ఇలా అవుతున్నాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ మేడం. సో అందరికీ
Very good morning to the respected dignitaries on the dais. Pavan Karthik Garu, Vice President of Andhra Pradesh Hotelier and Restaurant Association. Ravi Eshwarapu, Director, Andhra University Incubation Hub. Dr. Ramakrishna Garu, my colleagues Dr. Ramakrishna Garu, Ramana Garu, and other principals, and guests who have come here. Food Crafts Institute proud alumni. I'm very happy to be part of this today's program. When I visited Food Crafts Institute immediately after my joining, I was a bit surprised how this institute is included in other polytechnic courses and all. You have seen in the presentation, I'm Commissioner of Technical Education, so basically I'm responsible for diploma engineering courses and giving permissions for engineering colleges, sending proposals, and MSET convener, all these things. In between, how come this Food Crafts Institution has come, but seeing that there is a lot of potential for improvement, I try to understand what we can do, and I discussed a lot during September itself, that what are the opportunities, what we can do, how we can collaborate with the government and hoteliers association, but nothing much has taken off during that time due to my involvement in understanding the department and trying to do learning and development and all. I could not focus much on it. After Ramana Garu has taken our charge as in-charge principal, he has really started something. But what we have gathered here, it is only a beginning, I feel. We need to do a lot of things on this. And I am very happy to know that many of the students, old students of FCI have joined in prestigious hotel groups. Even they are working in abroad also. But there is a lot of gap within the state in availability of manpower for the hotel and restaurant industries. And then the Karthik Garu was sharing that there is a shortage of South Indian cooks. It's really when a lot of people are looking for jobs and all, good payments and all, there is a shortage in manpower in the industry. The requirement and the availability need to be bridged. Closes. So I feel it's a prime responsibility as a heading Food Crafts Institute to motivate more and more students to come and join and do more courses. We will also plan to start more number of courses through Food Crafts Institute, and we will also examine if we can start some of these courses through our colleges located in different places. These need to be examined, and I also request the guests present here to talk about our institutions with your in your circles. As Parth Sarthikari has said, in one of the course only the admissions are 50%. Then there is a demand. These two are not matching. So from my side, we have to look for starting new courses, and there is a infrastructure gaps also that we will try to address all that. And from your side, I request give more publicity among youngsters to come and join with our institution, and we'll also examine where we can start more and more institutions and with more number of courses. And I am happy that the incubation hub has given space to the FCI to place our products and all. At the same time, I request the staff and the principal to encourage the students to go for entrepreneurship in food production and supply chain. You please guide the students towards taking up the food industry as their occupation or their business activity. And I also thank the restaurants in the hotelier industry, CEOs or the directors for giving placement orders to the students who have got trained in FCA. Then in the beginning, when we have this itself is not the achievement. Actual work should be starting from here, I feel. I hope all of us will join our hands to make the institution more successful, and also try to achieve the gap, to fulfill the gap between the demand and the supply. Thank you very much.
Commissioner of Technical Education, Madam Srimati Nagarani IAS Garu, our Principal Garu, Dr. Venkatramana, Foodcraft Institute Principal FAC, Mr. Ravi, Lecturer at Foodcraft Institute Visakhapatnam, Kumudani Garu, Krishna Nigar, Krishnaveni Garu, Priyadarshini Garu, our faculty, and participants from various hotels, HRMs. If Mr. Durga Puvada is there, Mr. Karima Dubey, Dhanapati Garu, Krishnamurthy, Mr. Karnakar, Mr. Naveen. If the representatives are there, I believe they are there. In the place of Apparav Garu, I have one representative. Yes, Mr. Ganesh is there. Mr. Balakrishna, Omkar Ravi Garu, Pavan Karthik Garu, Rupesh Agatamudi Garu, Pavan Kumar, Madhusudan Garu, Anil Kumar Garu, Sai Kumar Garu, Adarsh Agrawal Garu, Shivaprasad Garu, Gangadhar, Bhargav, Mr. Ravi Teja, Mr. Naidu from Hotel Dolphin, Santosh Garu, Ratna Kumar, Sai Babu, Manikanda, Satakoti Garu. To all of you, I welcome on behalf of Foodcraft Institute. There are other dignitaries this side, Polytechnic principals, senior lecturers, and other people are also are present here. I welcome you all, sir. So it is a privilege given to me to present this day's presentation. It's not going to be very lengthy. I will try to finish it shorter. So let us go ahead with the Department of Technical Education. First of all, I wanted to say something about Madam Garu. So when Madam Garu took over in the month of August, immediately after her took over, she has come to our college first, and it is normally a procedure that the lower rank people go and waiting to meet her. It is not so with Madam's case. She has come voluntarily with the initiation of Dr. Ramana Garu and came and visited and talked to us for a little longer time, and immediately she was able to catch up the points, what are our strengths and weaknesses. That is why with her initiation, this meeting was initiated, and today it is happening also. It is a great pleasure, Madam, having you here, and you have given us this opportunity. We are here in this Visakhapatnam for the past 36 years, and this is the first meeting of such kind taking place. It is only because of your initiation, not because of anyone else. So 36 years, okay, we have been interacting with the hoteliers, that was there. But this initiation, because of your efforts only, Madam. We are really grateful to you. So with Dr. Ramana's cooperation, that was possible with Dr. Ramana's cooperation. And Madam's initiation and enthusiasm, I cannot say that in words. I was very much elated and grateful to her because when she met us in the office, she asked, say, you are not having publicity activities. I will do that in the social media first. And she asked, you give, looking at me, she talked to you also. I will promote your institute through social media and other activities. So what she said, she collected some photos from us, and Dr. Ramana asked us to write a small write-up. So I just put a few words in that, and immediately it was sent to Madam, and Madam organized that in a neat way, and immediately put that in the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I was really elated, Madam, looking at that. So without any addition and deletion, you have put the entire photos in the media. That was really interesting and encouraging to us, Madam. So this was what I looked at her as a dynamic lady, young lady, interested in motivating people. This is what I found in you, Madam. Thank you. Another thing about Dr. Ramana Garu. He has come in place of Mr. Ravi, but 3 months. Really, we have to say great words about you, sir. You made your institute as the greatest institute in India and abroad also. That education, International Education Excellence Award for the International Education Excellence Award for the institute among 400 participating institutes. It was a great achievement by Dr. Ramana. It is a pride to Andhra. It is a pride to the Union of India. It's the greatest achievement done by Dr. Ramana. And he is author of many books. And he himself is a global award, got a global award for best teacher. So, with that applause only he has come and seen our institute. He realized that there is something in this institute. I want to bring it forward. And he put his wholehearted effort and made this possible. It was because of you also this is happening today, sir. Thank you, sir, very much. So now I want to talk something about the Technical Education Department of Andhra Pradesh. So this is the only department in the whole of India in my knowledge. So we worked together along with the commissioner and other people for syllabus revision committee and other aspects. So what I had seen, regularly the syllabus updation is taking place. I hope within my knowledge, it's only Andhra is leading. Syllabus revision is taking place continuously for every 5 years. Andhra Pradesh is leader. Andhra Pradesh is the leader. With NITTS cooperation, they are doing for every 5 years syllabus revision and incorporating new ideas into the teaching methods and other curriculum development. So that is done by the Andhra Pradesh Technical Board. Education enlightens people, but technical education gives empowerment, because with technical education only, people get the financial freedom. They do not get financial freedom only, but once they get financial freedom, they get the political freedom also choosing their countries, various countries to work. So this is given by the technical board. So they are operating so many institutes, so you can go through the slide there. So number of institutions, how many being operated there, it is written there. So that is technical board. And in bringing out results also, they are the pioneer. +2 results and other results, they are the pioneer. Technical board of Andhra Pradesh is bringing out immediately after the examination, the results are brought out very fast. So that is one thing. Next slide, please. So that is about State Board of Technical Education Training and details you can go through. This is footcraft. This board recently only developed this glow sign board. Next slide, please. So nestled in between Kabbalagonda Hills and Sitakonda Hills, ours is a beautiful place. Whoever comes to the institute will admire this serenity and beauty of the place. I invite all of you, most of you would not have visited our place. Those who are sitting, our students, of course, they visited. Few of the Polytechnic lectures have visited. Others who have not visited, please come and visit our place. You will be pleased to see that place. So, Footcraft Institute history. It was started in the year with the initiation of the then state government and Chief Minister and other ministers of technical education. It was, the initiation was took in the year 1993 and GOs was passed in the 1983 itself. 84 our society, Foodcraft Institute Society Visakhapatnam formed, and from 86 onwards our work started. The first batch of students started working. As Madam Kumudini initially said, initial intake was meant only for 15 students. So now it is increased to more students in various batches. So there were 3 courses. So further, next slide. So that was Board of Governors for Foodcraft Institute, which is all operated by government officials only, not any private parties involved. So there was a problem that our college was incorporated when it was handed over to state government. It was private aided. Normally all the aid will be given as private aided only. So there was some misunderstanding that it is a private college. It is not at all a private college. It is purely government college only, madam. So for that also we fought with you, and I am establishing it here. Thank you. So that is the Board of Governors there. You can just go, just a glance, please. So now we are operating. The institute started with 3 courses initially. That is, in those days it was called cookery and for food production today, and restaurant counter service. Today it is food production, food service operations, and third course was hotel reception bookkeeping. Today that course is not taken by these region students, madam. So after that, to increase intake in 1984, we have introduced a new course called housekeeping. It was run for 4 or 5 years. Then there was very less takers. Just now there was a talk between Pawan Karthik sir and madam. So this region students are not aware of this particular department in the hotel. That is the problem, madam. Otherwise, we have introduced that course, housekeeping, in 1994, and bakery and confectionery in the year 1998. 5 courses were allotted to us. We have introduced those courses as the new courses, and now the response was less to food service operations and housekeeping courses. We are now running food production and patisserie. The cookery's nomenclature was changed, and it is now called as food production and patisserie. Patisserie means the pastry. So that is one thing. And bakery and confectionery is continuously having a good intake. And food service operations, 1 year the intake is there, the another year the intake is missing. That we have changed into a 6 months course only this time with the initiation of Dr. Ramana Garu. That we have converted into a 6 months course. We have removed the age bar, and whoever interested can come and learn this course. So that is how we have changed the course. So we expect students to join in that course also. Because of the advertisement, lack of advertisement, there is very less number of takers for that course, madam. Next. So this is our topic. Next. So we interact with hoteliers. We are taking the support of this, like HRMs and other people. The chefs are coming to our college, and HR managers and other general managers also come to our college, interact with the students. They give guest lectures. Chefs of local hotels come to our college for demonstration and motivating students. Next slide. Next. So that I have already talked. Okay. Right now, food production and patisserie. This is operators. Bakery and confectionery. This course is in operation. 2 courses in operation. Sort of courses, there are more takers.
How's right, sir?
That is duration?
3 months. And some of them are willing to work also.
6 courses are organized, each
3 months duration. So next slide. These are about sort of courses. we extend service to the local hoteliers in this way, that either staff training or demonstration from our side to the hoteliers, or any expert advice given by them. Madam Pudi, myself, Mr. Ravi, all go to those hotels and extend our services to hoteliers in this way. And by establishing almost all the private institutes in Vizag, we were playing a key role in establishment of private institutions in Vizag. This means institutes. It is mentioned in institutes. Institutes. Almost all. For all the local clubs, Walter Club, Vizag Club, everywhere we have
Services you extend to those people.
staff training, demonstrations, and institute curriculum development, lectures. All these places we visited and we have given our services to them. Okay, next. Brandix also we went recently and gave services. Brandix, there is a clubs also they are having catering facilities, madam.
You train the
Food,
chefs
food
also.
training as well as service training.
Service training.
Service training. Hotels offered us something like this. Few hotels. Okay, next. This can be. This is what we expect from the hoteliers, because. So
what is your expectations from the
Cheppandi.
Cheppandi.
That's okay. We expect from the hoteliers, see, we are, for a long time we were not having our permanent buildings. We are expecting the land to be allotted, but right now we expect library facilities to be improved, books can be supplied, locker for students can be offered by the students, construction of pathways to improve the atmosphere of the institute.
Namaste, ma'am, and all the dignitaries out here, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ravi Ishwarpu. Okay, as told, I currently head something called AHUB. It's basically an Andhra University incubation hub, where we incubate young startups. Simple, because people have to understand what an incubator is. What happens when a premature baby gets born? You put in something called an incubator. That is, the baby is still not ready to face the outside world. So the doctors put it in an incubator, wait for the time, then they feel the baby is ready to face the outside world, then they give it to the parents. And that's exactly what we do with respect to startups or businesses. So we help them to get them ready for the outside world competition, to face it, that they are critical, we say critical mass, that they're ready to face the competition outside, have enough funds to handle their working capital or their investments, and then we call they graduate, and then just like a student graduates, a business graduates out of an incubation center and gets into the open world. Now, with respect to food technology, we built about 60,000 square feet of incubation space. I know there's multiple things. We're building about 2 lakh square feet of incubation space, madam. Probably India's largest multidisciplinary incubation ecosystem. When we say multidisciplinary, while we have tech incubation, artificial intelligence, IoT and all that stuff, we have food, pharma, bio, genomics, marine, multiple stuff that we are creating. Food is again an important and critical component. We are going to, we already got APFPS, a little bit of fund that has come in. We are tying up with DFRL, space food research, which has to be sumptuous enough, but has to be light, because you have to take it in aircraft, because now space travel will become more and more this thing. So I'm talking of basic food research too. So it is basically a research, processing, testing, and certification sort of a lab that we are going to set up in Andhra University for food. And one first move that we have made as soon as I came into university is any food outlets that are in the university now are through the incubation center. Like there was, I can give one example. There's a lady by name Sridevi. She was actually a banker. She was a manager in HDFC Bank. And just like sir, she also become very, what do you call it? Because every day, because banker, right, you have a very tough life, day in, day out, a lot of targets, month-end targets and all that. She said, no, I'll be my own boss. I had enough of my boss. So let me go and start something on my own. She started something called Rolls Mama, Kati Rolls, that's it. And she has got now 4, she started and we helped her. There's small things like she set the price of 100 to 150 within university. I said it doesn't work because the students don't have so much spending power. So that's where we come in. We mentor, we handhold. Then instead of the roll being the initial roti or the paratha being the size of what it is, said you make it a puri size and make a mini, put 4 of them in one box and say, this is, you take one, which is about anywhere between 30.
Between Hotel Elegant Visakhapatnam and Foodcraft Institute. Again, they will also have collaboration in training and placement support for students, faculty trainer exchange, hygiene and food safety training, communication and social skills, part-time job opportunities, as well as curriculum development. So now I request Hotel Elegant Visakhapatnam HR Pawan Kumar, General Manager, Hotel Elegant Visakhapatnam, and Dr. K.V. Ramana to exchange this MOU. Forward supply chain. So on behalf of Institute Dr. K.V. Ramana and on behalf of Andhra University Incubation Council AHUB, Professor Ravi Iswarapu, Director, I request to exchange the MOU in presence of our Honorable Commissioner Madam. In the areas of training and placement support for students, faculty trainer exchange, recycling of waste, water, etc., part-time job opportunities, and the most important thing, curriculum development, online lectures and presentations. So on behalf of FCA, again, Dr. K.V. Ramana, Principal FCSC, and Fairfield by Marriott, on behalf of Omkar, the Omkar will exchange MOUs.
Yes, sorry.